Leave me alone! These are video game tracks that always weasel their way into my cranium and bounce around. This is not a commentary on their quality. As a matter of fact, some of these are among my favorite video game soundtracks. This list is also not in any particular order. Also, I've tried to avoid major story spoilers, but I will be showing gameplay from each of the games we're talking about, so watch yourself. The list of all 10 games whose footage will be shown is in the description. This is hardly a video essay with a thesis, but rather a dive into the pandemonium of my brain, and also a sweet little chance to listen to some other nice video game music from my selected games. Ready, go!
Number 10.
I love Ring of Fates, and it's got a dope soundtrack. If you haven't ever checked it out, the uncompressed versions of the soundtrack are pretty majestic and moving. But even the version that plays out of those little DS speakers is unbearably catchy. And it's only a minute-long loop, so there's not much to forget. Ah, man, could have been the tense Old Town theme. Or the endlessly dramatic theme of the raid on Relic CL. Or the haunting Bonds. Or the Spirited Abyssus Forest theme? The stupidly motivating Lunite Temple theme from the story mode? But no, only Rabenna-Terra. Rabenna-Terra is the main town hub in this game, meaning you return here to stock up on Magicite, take on quests, purchase permabuffs, and order custom gear, so you're gonna be here a lot if you don't want to get thrashed by the bosses. And would you believe that it restarts every time you enter a store? Or the castle. Or the rotating podium thing. And just listen to how cheery and bouncy it is. Evil, man. Just evil. Down. Gecko! We've got Gecko! Metal Gear games have awesome music. Even when I replayed Act 1 a few days ago and forgot the melee button is R1 just to get some footage of the Gecko, I heard plenty of bangers sneaking around and throwing people at the ground when I inevitably slipped up. Just listen to this right here. And how about this one? Tension and drama in Metal Gear Solid Caution and Alert themes is well documented, but enter Gecko. Right at the beginning of the game, you're introduced to these giant mechanoid freaks. Fighting them? Heck that, straight to heck! Get out of there! This theme is crazy anxiety-inducing, but somehow a bit pump up, and like, how about that beat? It's very hit-y, if you see what I mean. Like, it hits a lot. got that hits. For all the awesome combat music and the incredibly moving pieces in the more emotional parts of Metal Gear Solid 4, none of which I'll show here for obvious reasons, the only one I'm ever mumble humming to myself is the stupid, which isn't awesome, because then I get the sudden urge to run away. No amount of chocolate milk, or snaky mating displays, or listening to J-pop on your iPod will get you through an extended head-to-head with these suckers.
Snake, what's wrong? Answer me, please! Snake? Snake!
Number 8.
Too goddamn many. Go around, I'll cover you.
This theme from The Last of Us doesn't appear on the official soundtrack to my knowledge, but it's referred to online as AC Tension 1. The Last of Us' soundtrack is beautiful, to say the least, but also odd, in that I don't find loads of it particularly memorable because it's blended with and scored to the scenes pretty masterfully. I can't really think of the music without the scene and vice versa. Even some of the themes on the official soundtrack though, like Evasion, Breathless, Returning, Wandering, are all superb, for instance, but I couldn't actually begin to hum any of them in the same way I could Chasing Daybreak from Fire Emblem Three Houses, for instance. Anyway, the point I'm getting at is that the game's music is usually more atmospheric and ambient than like front and center melodic, if that makes any sense. And AC Tension 1 is a great piece in the game, but it gets stuck for one reason, and that's these two notes. Oh, they're so evil and dissonant, and they're the clearest voice in the piece for me, so they're chiefly the bit that I remember. Every time there's a tense gunfight in any film or video game, all I hear is boom, which is exacerbated by the fact that I swear they happen in a different point every time I listen to the track. I'm not imagining this, I know. I know they changed it. I'm never expecting it when they do happen. I'm always waiting for it to happen like earlier than it actually does the second time. And also, shout out to AC Tension 6, which has that bit that sounds like someone's knocking on the door to your room and has gotten me absolutely brutalized in factions more times than I care to admit. Slavin. This isn't in the script, but I just realized, I guess most people just call it Animal Crossing, the first one, right? It's on the box, it says, yeah, on the box it says population growing. So like, to me this one's called Animal Crossing Population Growing, but whatever. Animal Crossing music always seems to capture that like bright-hearted, lazy day vibe. There are so many lovely tracks from across this series that I love. While I think I'd say that City Folk is both my favorite game in the series and has my favorite soundtrack of all the games, its music is usually a bit more springy, and the first game has that delightfully sort of trudgy quality that gives it this cozy, lazy, sluggish, lethargic, but spirited feel. The 8 a.m. theme sounds like a romantic midday stroll through an autumnal ravine. "6 a.m. sounds like the theme of tobogganing down a freshly snowy hill in the early morning. and 7 p.m. feels like you've just finished off the last of the yard work and you're settling in for a cozy evening. And that's not to mention all the sometimes moody, sometimes upbeat, sometimes banging. Indoors themes either, but let's talk about 1 p.m. It's got the crazy simple beat. There are these little accordion notes followed by like a harmony of whistling and glockenspiel. I don't know instruments, sorry, but they're all lovely and catchy. Listen to it. But what pushes this over the line and makes it a song that my brain always tries to complete but just can't without listening to it for real? Little cat noises! They come in as ostensibly random times. They're always just like a little different, and they have next to nothing to do with the tune. And it's just not right without them. So now you have a catchy tune that you cannot hum without first checking over your shoulder and make sure no one will hear you go. Thanks, Animal Crossing. Thanks a lot, Animal Crossing. I love that for me, Animal Crossing. You're great, Animal Crossing. Seriously though, call me. Number 6. It's my second favorite Zelda, and of course, one of the two would be on here. Sorry for the silly gameplay footage for this one. It's cobbled together from save files I found on the net, and also just me using Lead Gamer Pro hacks to get to the bits I wanted. Firstly, the Gleeok in the room. This is a remix of the Lost Woods theme. You know, the Lost Woods theme. It's catchy. No explanation is necessary for that one, I think. This is another one, like the Gecko theme, and the Last of Us one, where the tension of the accompanying scene is part of what makes this theme get stuck in your head. I know I'm human in the footage, but normally you do this bit as a wolf, which means that you take extra damage, you can't block, and all of your melee attacks are super close range. It's a rough time for poor little Link. The theme is a pleasant, toned-down version of the Lost Woods theme to echo how abandoned the area is, but when enemies, namely these demented puppets that chase you throughout the whole thing, are nearby, it has this extra bassy string that only plays really loud in the right ear. And other instrumentation to ramp up the scary. Again, Twilight Princess has lovely music. The famous Hyrule Field horseback theme. The eerie calm of the snow peak. The battle theme that sounds straight out of a horror movie. the other battle theme that sounds straight out of a horror movie. Warm and magnificent courage theme, or Colin's theme as I call it. If you're smart, but no, the only one that gets stuck in my head is wah, 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 wah. You know what's even more devilish? Now that I can't even listen to the original Lost Woods theme without my mind trying to add in that right ear string. Boom, 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 boom. Well done, Twilight Princess.
Number 5.
This theme is so spirited and so upbeat, a real mood changer. It's also a curse, and a fiendish one at that. Mario Party games always have a healthy dose of bouncy, wacky, and generally party-appropriate music to them. Clowncore music, as a friend of mine has put it in the past. But I tell ya, when I, a humble pigtails having Mushroom Kingdom resident, voyaged to Tycoon Town, the objectively best Mario Party 8 map, some suns yonder to capture the footage you're seeing right now, I made that cursor dance at nearly every opportunity to this little number. This theme sounds like it should have lyrics, doesn't it? Like that synthy instrument is a stand-in for whatever the actual lyrics are. Let's see. Get up and prepare for party. You gotta get your head right there into it. Don't just stand around and watch, or else these mini games will just straight up but you don't see what I mean? And not to mention that soulful bit of synth right before the loop. Sounds like it's going somewhere really special, but then it just leaps back to the beginning. Huh? What's up with that? I guess a lot of good video game music does that, where it doesn't quite resolve satisfyingly so that the loop feels natural, but the result is that now I just think about it all the time. Where was it gonna go? And what are the actual lyrics? And how long have I been here? I don't even know the rules to the minigame. Let me out. Let me out! Number 4.
Yay! Start!
Look at little white bomber on the green screen. It's so cute. The Bomber Mansion theme slaps. Let's just get that out of the way. I know I sound like a broken record here, but I love the soundtracks a ton of the games in this list. Jetters has some awesome music, like that fiery lava world theme. That banging multiplayer theme. Jolly Meadow theme. Don't forget that impressively intense boss music. the mini-boss music. None of which are pictured because I couldn't find my PS2 memory card, so I started from the first world. But back to Bomber Mansion. Should you die to one of your own bombs early on in the game, Dr. Ryan comes on the horn and tells you to get good, which unlocks Bomber Mansion from the title screen. This is basically a training segment, although it differs a lot from the single player in that it's basically like the multiplayer battles, so that's a little weird. Anyway, this is one of those songs that I only know about like 12 seconds of. Like the sheet music for it in my brain is little intro bit. And then there's some stuff there. And then the little intro bit happens again, which makes it even harder to hum, by the way. And then opening credits to an 80s action flick for the rest of it. Oh man, I just blew up a piece of cake. It's a good thing White Bomber's not real, because I think he would hunt me down for that. It's a small part of the game, but once that hooks in, it ain't coming out, except with a Number 3. Hey, I love this game. It's got an addicting battle system, rewarding exploration in such a unique world, characters, writing, and atmosphere. I mean, can we take a moment to appreciate some of the music as well? Just a moment. How about that mysterious but soothing Poshly Heights Sanctum theme? The slammin' battle theme? Lonely Twilight Trail theme. Bowser's intense ass boss theme. The chilly, thoughtful, far outpost theme. The Sinister Shadows Iron Boss theme. The unsettling but quiet creepy steeple. The majestic and history-soaked 1,000-Year Door theme. I mean, it goes on and on and on. The mood in this game is just tickety dang great. Macho grapple. Point is, there's tons of great music, all of which has an excellent capacity to be stupidly catchy. Quasi-related, there is nothing more satisfying than parrying one of the Poke's projectiles in this game. Nothing. Back on topic though, the mini-boss, or event battle theme, is heard usually once or twice per major story area, and generally signifies an unusual or slightly tougher than normal fight. This theme has a short loop, and there's so much going on that it's like the musical equivalent of jangling keys in front of your face. And yet, at the same time, the bass line is so straightforward and repeatable. And now it's there forever. forever. What's more, the tension never really mounts in this theme. It's basically static, which makes it really hard to notice when it loops, unlike the normal battle theme, which it very clearly hits that and then goes back to the beginning. You can go on to number 2 now. I'll just be here. Not unlike the Thousand-Year Door, here comes an intelligent systems RPG that is very dear to me, and that, even among its series, has a very unique world and characters. My personal favorite Fire Emblem, Radiant Dawn, has a ton of themes, ranging from powerful and heroic, like Devoted, March, On Glory's Wings, and ones with more pathos in them, like Ascent, Dawn Brigade, Eternal Bond, of course, and the theme of Oops, I Put Micaiah and her 2 defense in the range of an archer again. Tons of great themes, but the enemy theme of these bastard golden bastards? Again, seemingly following the Twilight Princess method of making the enemy themes sound like they would almost fit in a slasher film's ultimate chase scene, this theme perfectly captures that exact emotion you get in Fire Emblem when some dude you didn't notice rocks up on your flying units with a crossbow and you lose all feeling in your legs for about 5 seconds whilst that agonizing wait to see if they hit you or not lingers in the air. Oh, thank God. So, if you're anything like me, and this map is burned into the memory of your childhood years, there's a good chance that this theme is, too. And it's just like 50 seconds of scare chords and rising sequences of notes. Why couldn't I have Beauty as a Mad Mistress stuck in my head? But no. It's number 1! You didn't think this list could pass by without a Tales game from me, did ya? That would just be out of character. And let's talk about my favorite Tales! Xillia. Xillia. Xillia? Xillia? Tales of the one with Alvin.
I feel funny.
Sorry about that.
Closet
I'll
dark.
handle it.
I can't go on.
What, giving up already?
Man, I don't know how many more times I can say the phrase, I love the music in this game, in this video, but I guess it's at least once more, I love the music in this game. I mean, roaring into battle, chaining linked darts with this theme in the background? Sorry, how am I not supposed to find this the dopest thing in all of Thingdom? And how about that really anxiety-inducing panic theme from whenever you have to run your ass away? really quiet, moody cave theme. The "Oh God, please help" theme.
Who are you?
Yes, Saibon Punyukiida, Tiyota Seven Priyande. What?
Some real memorable themes in there. The normal battle theme changes depending on how far you are in the story and which of Jude or Mila you picked as the protagonist. They both got some awesome themes, but the one I'm here to talk about is Melee Dance, one of Jude's themes. The exclamation mark is part of the track's name. Melee Dance is a nice theme, but it's far from my favorite battle theme. Remember, this one is in the game, but it's nice, you know? So why this one? Why couldn't I have the Shandu theme stuck in my head? Well, there is one reason, and one reason only. You remember The Last of Us' little and Animal Crossing's wow? Well, buckle your seatbelts. Listen to the first few seconds of this one. That sick little orchestral / electric guitar like fret slide or whatever, that little it's awesome. It's sick. It's orc fire. And then a few seconds later, happens again. Oh, okay, so it's like this is gonna be a thing every bar or whatever, right? Okay, so hang on, it's coming back again. Oh, okay, I was off. So hang on, it's gonna be. No, not there. Okay, so they're gonna throw it in every few just to like mix this up, right? Like, no, wait, we're going to another bit. You haven't done the third roulette. Okay, hang on. It's gonna go back to that first section in a bit, I'm sure. Ready? What the hell? Why not? Yes, indeed, that little fret slide thing only happens twice in the whole thing, and it's right at the beginning. But it is inhuman to try and hum or imagine even the rest of it without the little. But the is the only thing that keeps me wanting to hear the rest. When is it coming back? It's never coming back until it loops. And thus the prison of Namco Bandai's making, in which I've resided since I was a foolish 11-year-old playing this game for the first time.
Oh no, this is bad!
That's the list. I actually came up with 30 songs originally. I had to narrow it down, so I may do another such list in the future sometime. And if you have any video game tracks that are always clanging around up there, or just some video game music that you really like, I'd love to hear about it. Because in spite of what the prior 33-ish minutes may lead you to believe, I adore video game music. But man, that was fun. Oh, this is gonna be a weird fight to do in fog, but I will attempt it. Oh, hey, look, wait, can you look the other way for a minute? Oh boy. Let's just start blowing bits off. I didn't even get anything. Wow, okay, sure, let's take a little defense up thing